So this past weekend, I went to my family's annual reunion, which is exactly as chaotic as it sounds, a lot of potato salad, a lot of opinions about the weather, and at least 3 people who think a Bluetooth speaker is a personality. I thought the strangest thing I'd see would be Uncle Gary's Hawaiian shirt, which was louder than the actual speakers, but then my cousin Tina showed up carrying what looked like a fancy shoebox. She set it down on the picnic table like she was unveiling the Hope Diamond, and announced, "Everyone, meet Rocky. He's my emotional support pet rock." At first, we all just kind of nodded and went back to fighting over the last deviled egg, but then Aunt Linda, who's been seeing the same therapist since 1989, walked over and asked if she could talk to Rocky about her trust issues. Tina, without missing a beat, said, "Of course, but Rocky charges $5 a session." Aunt Linda actually pulled out a 5 like she was paying for bottled water at an airport and started whispering to the rock. Honestly, I figured this was just Linda being Linda, but then it caught on. Suddenly, Rocky had a line longer than the dessert table, and people were handing over 5s to pour their hearts out to a sedimentary therapist. By the time Grandpa tried to Venmo the Rock for advice on his fantasy football lineup, Rocky had amassed $75 and was sitting on a tiny lawn chair with a pair of sunglasses and a notepad, thanks to my little brother's arts and crafts emergency kit. My dad even asked if Rocky could look after his retirement account. Meanwhile, Tina kept a straight face and occasionally nodded for Rocky as if he'd just told someone to invest in gravel futures. Eventually, when I asked Tina if she thought this was all a bit much, she shrugged and said, "Hey, if people want to pay for solid advice, who am I to stop them?" And that's the story of how my cousin's pet rock made more money in one afternoon than I did in a week. Turns out, the family was just looking for someone who wouldn't take them for granted.